going to our favorite haunt. Haven't been here in a while because I don't eat out much. I didn't even know they were doing this. Adding some front piece like to eat al fresco, I guess. But we're going in here. It's cheap. It's good food. I'm gonna eat something with cheese. It's gonna hurt for a while, for a few days. I eat cheese like once every 3 months and it hurts. Yay! Beautiful.
We got TV now.
You do? Get your hand off the lady's face, Jada. I can't see. Yeah, so. My wet burrito. I don't even think I could eat half of that. I'll die. Yeah, a burger and some chili fries. This burrito is too big and I ordered it wet. Next time I'm not going to do it because it's a little bit too wet. But it's good though. It has rice, beans, carne asada. So what I've done is I've opened it up so I can just enjoy the middle.
You're just dissecting
and throw away the bread part. Not that I don't like the bread, but I like the insides better. Hey guys.
You look like the lady on the table.
Well, she's pretty, so.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're leaving Tom's Original Burgers. We're leaving. And I've got food for Josh.
Of course.
He's such a moocher. Hey Jada. Hi guys. So Jada's driving me. I'm scared to death. Jada actually has had her driver's license for what? Is this December gonna make 2 years or 1 year? You've had it since you were 17?
I got it when I was 16.
16, and you're gonna be 19. What kind of driving is that?
He was going over, and then this car didn't let him.
Change his mind.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Driving will make you mad.
So you got your license when you turned 16, that December, on my wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be 19.
I know.
So it's 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Why am I still scared? I'm a horrid mother.
See, this guy doesn't even know how to drive.
Hi guys, so I finally got the TV away from Jada. She was watching her Doctor Who series all day today. And now I'm actually watching Criminal Minds, my favorite. I've seen every episode. I watched the whole series on Netflix, but I can watch that show again and again and again and again. So today I'm doing a rotisserie chicken in my toaster oven. I bought that toaster oven a while back, and it's a huge one. And it came with the part to do the rotisserie chicken, but every time Joe wanted to do one before, I stopped him because I didn't want it to like start looking icky on the inside. But today I'm just testing it out and trying it, and I'm recording just what I'm doing, like just on my hands, what I'm doing, because this is the first time I'm doing it. And then another day I'll turn on the camera and do like a Joe, you're chewing like a goat over there. He's eating peanuts and he's chewing like a goat. Some kind of nuts. But anyways, if the rotisserie comes out good, then another day I'll just put on the lights and the camera and everything, and then do like an opening and an ending and some inserts. And sometimes I do that when I'm doing something that I have never done before. I won't do it in a while. I'll do it that way. See how it's coming? Pretty cool, huh? Alright guys, so take a look at the chicken. I'm done. And I'm so glad I recorded it for the show because I don't want to use this thing again like that. I had to clean hard to get all the dirt out of it. So, but it tastes awesome and it's better than Pollo Loco. I'm heading over to my friend Leah's to take her some of that cake that I made the other day. Joe said the cake's gonna drop. I had Joe drive me. She doesn't live far away, but my heel is hurting today. Look at that Halloween haunted house over there that this family has every year. And so Leah's right over there behind that white fence. Not far away, but I can't walk today so good, so thank you, Joe. Look at these evil eyes I get.
Hello, family! What are you doing? Did you get a new
No.
Oh.
I'm vlogging you, Mama.
Are you vlogging?
Yes.
What you got?
Take a look.
Uh-oh. No, don't tell me. How pretty that is.
Check out my icing. I'm getting to be a pro.
Girl, those are beautiful.
None for Mom.
Oh, I don't want to know. What kind is it?
So I'm at work and I'm laying on the couch because I'm having some jaw pains and some temple pains. And I know it's because for the past couple of nights I've not been sleeping with my mouth guard. You know, I'm the kind of person that grinds and clenches when I sleep, and I don't know why, because for the most part I have pretty pleasant dreams. And I've been using a mouth guard for quite a few years, and you have to change them, you know, often. But this one was like comfortable and thick and everything. It's been going great for a while, and then now I notice it's ratty and falling apart and I have to change it. You can't use the stuff that you get at Walmart or Walgreens or whatever, because you have to boil those and they never quite form to your mouth. It's better to go to the dentist and let them take a mold of your teeth or an impression and then make it. And so once I buy this, it's going to go again for another 4 or 5 years. But it's expensive, $175. And I was saving my money to upgrade my phone. The upgrade for the phone is going to come to $240. I want to go from the Samsung Galaxy 3 to the 5. And pretty much now that dreams of that is done. They're gone. So Joshua, who's over there somewhere, he just got here, is trying to convince me to do an iPhone 5S. And I don't know that I want to change to the iDevices. I like the Android. So, but anyways, back to the mouth guard. I'm going to call the dentist when they open at 11 o'clock and see if I can go over there, and I'm going to try to negotiate, see if I can get it for a little bit cheaper. And I hope I can get it today, because I don't want to wake up with pain again tomorrow. So now I left the business card place and I'm walking down the one front building to go on ahead and go to this dentist in the front. We used to go to him all the time for everything, but he's so outrageously priced that I stopped going. But I still love the girls in there. They're such sweeties. Hola, mi amor. So we're at the ATM putting in some money. I just came from the dentist and they made the impression, and I'm going to get the mouth guard in about 2 days. I'm going to have to try to sleep with my old ratty one because I can't not sleep with it, or else I'm going to be in pain. So today was a good day though. We signed a new 2-year lease at our business. So we're going to be there till November of 2016, which sometimes is a little bit depressing for me because I just want to stay home and do Bear Pantry Show. And I have to work. But at least I get to work with Joe, right? So that's a good thing.
What you doing, sugar?
Huh?
What you doing, sugar?
I'm making our sandwiches. What's going on with them ones, those ones out there? I'm making a chicken salad for us to take for lunch because we don't have any leftover dinners. Usually we have a lot of leftover dinner and then we'll take it for lunch, and then Josh is coming to work today. So I found a can of chicken and I've got chicken, some mustard, some tomatoes, onions, some of these, I call these yellow peppers. They're hot chili peppers from El Pato, and some pickles because that's what we like in our salad. And I'm using this Smart Balance light mayonnaise dressing. It's the one that's supposed to lower your cholesterol, and it has omega-3s in it. And Joe and I went to the doctor for a physical on September 18th, and thankfully all our numbers came back perfect. Cholesterol is wonderful, sugar, bun, creatinine, whatever they tested for, TISH, those things sound weird, right? Came back right in the middle of where they're supposed to be. So that excited us. I'm 48 and Joe's 57, so I decided that I don't want to go back next year for a physical and find out that those numbers are out of whack because we're not eating healthily. So I decided 3 weeks ago to take the bull by the horn and to work hard on keeping those good numbers. So, like for instance, for breakfast, we're eating oatmeal with 1 little packet of stevia and a banana. And then we eat fruits, we eat nuts, peanuts, almonds, pecans. What's the other one called, Joe? Walnuts. I don't like the walnuts too much. but we eat nuts. We're taking fish oil, and we have been doing these things a little bit at a time, off and on. But now we're like full force, okay? So I'm mad at Joe because he already lost 7 pounds while doing my special eating plan. And I lost about 5. Not too much, but it's not so much about the weight loss, which, you know, I'm always glad to lose weight. It's not about that right now. It's about keeping those numbers awesome like they are. Oh, and by the way, when I went for that visit, I told the doctor all the trauma I went through last year with my mammogram and how many other tests they had to do because they saw something funny in some spot over here, and it was just a horrid time. And that's why when I got the results, I didn't even get the results. After they did the last test, I didn't get any more of those letters saying, come back, let's test you again. Because it was at that little clinic. And so I threw that big party for Jada because I like to celebrate when we get good news. Well, the test results came back because she ran her own because, you know, I'm finally back at Kaiser. And it says no cancer found, no cancer detected. I'm going to show you guys that. That's so awesome. I want to frame it. So I want to keep my good health. Take a look at the salad. So that's our little salad, and I'm going to eat it with this bread, the healthy whole grain bread. And that's what we're going to have for lunch today, a sandwich, and it's just going to be Joe and Josh and me at the shop. And I'm excited to go to work today. Not. Well, the problem is we had to sign another 2-year lease yesterday, and we found out that our building got sold to new owners. So we don't know if they're going to come with all types of rules on us, or if they're going to be nice owners, or what. The other owners, we kind of had to warm up to them, and then they became awesome. But now it's sold, and we signed a 2-year lease. And I'm glad that we signed a lease because now we're locked into whatever that says, so nobody can come in and make changes. But I'm hoping in 2 years, by then Joe will be 59 and I'll be, what, 50? I'm hoping that in 2 years when the lease expires, that we could have moved out of that line of work and be doing something else that's fun and prosperous at the same time. I wish I could do YouTube full time, really and truly. And then Joe wants to sing. Joe wants to be a singer, guys. I don't know if you can see these 3 little dots at the bottom of the bottle. Well, this is what happens sometimes when you're working with screens that are made of silk. Sometimes holes will develop. So I'm Inspector 12, and I've inspected and decided there is a problem. And so Joe has to remove the ink or the paint from the screen, because we can't send products like this to the customer. We have to put out quality products at all times. I think that's why our business has endured over the past 12 years, even in the middle of the recession. So he moves the print head, and he's removing the rest of the ink. And pretty much we have to do a patch. And sometimes the patch can be as simple as put a piece of Scotch tape over the hole. And sometimes he has to completely clean it like this right here. He's using solvent to completely clean it. And he's going to remove the screen and take it over to his patching station. And see, it has a chafe right here. See? It's totally chafe. So we have to patch this with emulsion. We can't do just a Scotch tape. So he uses the blow dryer to dry it completely first. And then after that's done, he sends me to get the emulsion. Most of the time, Joshua and I will run away at this point because we can get a break. Now, this little water dispenser thing here is pretty cool because it has a refrigerator on the bottom, and it allows us to store our solvents and emulsions and stuff in here, so it's not in our regular refrigerator and not releasing cancer-causing fumes. And so I get the emulsion, take it back to Joe, and let's take a look at what he does. He puts a little bit of the emulsion on this table behind him, and he cuts a stiff piece of cardboard that's specifically for this, and he dips it in his emulsion right here, and he just patches. And he has to be careful because you can't put it over the print area, because if you do, then you'll have to make a whole new screen. And this mesh sells for like $67 a yard, so you don't want to mess this up if you can avoid it. The sun is so bright in my eyes right now. We're heading out to Costco to go get some groceries, and I hate this job so much, just getting groceries from Costco, because you get in there and then Joe wants to look at everything in the store, and I just want to get in and get out. I might be the only woman you'll ever meet that hates shopping. and I think it's because when I get home I have to put everything away. I mean, even though these kids are grown, they pretend like they don't know where everything goes, and so when they put it away they get me all mad because I have a system. You know, tomatoes go here and bread goes there, milk goes here, you know, so. And Joe is doing something I absolutely hate. Look at that. That's a pet peeve of mine. I can't stand toothpicks. I hide them when I have them at the house, but he finds them somehow. I only have them, you know, for testing my cakes and stuff like that, but he finds them. And I'm like, that's what dental floss is for, right? And if you're gonna,
That's what toothpick for?
and if you're gonna be using dental floss around me, you better be using it in the bathroom and then throw it away in there. Don't bring it outside. And if I step on a toothpick or a piece of dental floss, oh my goodness, my whole day is done. I think it's so gross. Anything that comes from the mouth is so gross to me. So I want you guys to know too that recently I had the opportunity to sing for my friend Jenny's wedding, and I'm going to include a little like ending snippet right here so you guys can see. It was an awesome party. We were so glad to be invited, and I hope to go to another wedding like that soon.